Sleep TV.
Well, the main thing, like I try to look at all the comments, but it's been like way too much where I really can't even look at them. Like, but like the main comment that I kept seeing was, "Who is Jelly Roll? Who is Jelly Roll? Who is Jelly Roll?" Like on Twitter, Instagram, like everything. Like, who is Jelly Roll? Well, except on Facebook, the people on Facebook, they knew you. The people that knew you, they were tagging you in it. Like, what's your reaction to like seeing that a bunch of times? 'Cause I was just like, dang, people really don't know Jelly Roll. Because to be honest, I'm gonna keep it real. When I didn't have you on that first list, right? I thought you stopped making music. Like, I don't know why. I thought you stopped making music like 2-3 years ago or something. So I just wasn't into the campaign no more. Like, I was young, but I always been into music. So like I actually been knowing about y'all. But I thought you stopped making music, so I stopped checking. And then somebody tagged me. It was like, "Where's Jelly Roll? He had a video that had like 20 million views." Yeah. Like, I just think it's crazy how people really don't know who Jelly Roll is from Nashville. Like, what's your reaction to seeing all those comments?
Man, dude, I'm glad to educate them. I'm cool with that. Here's my thing about this. I'm an educator in this sense of this isn't a debate. I'm only here to educate. I'm not here to go back and forth with nobody. I know who I am and what I've done. I'm just trying to explain to people. I thought it was great. It kind of tickled my heart. Yeah, it made me happy because it's clearly a different audience, right? For me, you know what I mean? It's like it's a whole different audience. So I looked at that and was like, "That's awesome, man." I was thankful for you. That's why I was like, I thank for the acknowledgement here. Like, I'm glad even in this. I'm glad this created a conversation. I'm glad it creates a debate. I'm glad it creates an argument. You know what I mean? I think that's good for the scene. It's good for the culture. It's good for the city. I love to see people when they rally behind the artist they think we're supposed to be on that list.
Yeah, me too.
If those people can keep people like that rallying behind everything they do, that number will continue to grow, and that'll build what is called a core fan base. You know what I mean? And once you build a core fan base, like, me and Struggle are blessed, man. We make therapeutic music. Right? Like, what happened 2 or 3 years ago, to be honest with you, was I switched what I did. Not what I did. As I got older and got custody of the kid, and I'm living with my kid every day, and I moved myself to the outskirts of town. I live 30-40 minutes from Nashville now. He lives a little ways out. We live we live in the real, I guess, suburbs, for lack of a better word. And you start thinking about perspective of life, and you change, like he said, dude, I love him to be a young boy. I remember when I could rap like that. But, as a 30-year-old man, early 30-year-old man with a kid that's 11, it's finna go into junior high, I have to be more cautious about the message I'm actually putting out there, and how I'm doing it. So the music kind of changed and got a little more heartfelt. It was less about making people happy for a moment and more making people think.
And we went through a lot of shit. Yeah. Me and this man buried 11 people in 5 months together.
Yeah.
Like, and that's just a small amount of the people we buried together, but both did prison time, and so our messages.
He did real prison time, by the way. I did some in and out shit, year here, year there. Both went lay down for like 5 solid.
But the thing is like because my daughter, she's 19, so she's like, "Dad, your bars are insane and your music's so incredible." She's like, "I don't understand why the kids my age don't listen to you." And I'm like, "Well, baby, they might not be ready to hear what we talking about yet." Yeah. When I was 18, 19, I didn't want to hear about some 30-something-year-old man talking about what the game really is, what the consequences are. Mm-hmm. We really lived that shit, and we went through it, and we went through hell. So, of course, our message isn't going to be the same as somebody who's new to that and is all excited about that life. So
it's the less glorifying side.
But when I was growing up, we liked it. We listened to the preachers. We listened to the Pimp C and the Master P and Tupac that were preaching about